I don't know what better highway we would have than Corridor H that would truly take care of the welfare and well-being of the citizens of our great country and our state.
But it would be an economic powerhouse. Tens of thousands of people would go to work, maybe hundreds of thousands of people over a period of 10 or 15 years after its completion.
Corridor H is 130 miles of a 3,000-mile system, but it runs through the center and really runs through the guts of Appalachia. That this is an important piece that helps link West Virginia to the East Coast.
Well, first of all, Corridor H has a long and storied history, if you will. It probably came into being during the ARC, Appalachian Region Commission, in 1965. It's been under planning or some sort of construction for the last 50 years. When I became governor, I made it one of my high priorities, and I think during the little over 5 years, we either completed or had under construction 40 miles of the 81 miles that are completed. So we did everything humanly possible to move that forward. It's a tremendous opportunity for the state of West Virginia, but also for the economic vitality of this country.
Several years ago, the ARC funded a study on what would the completion of Corridor H mean to the whole Appalachian Highway corridor system, and specifically to this area of West Virginia. And it became obvious to me that we in West Virginia were having our customers, our clientele, lose business because they couldn't compete in being able to ship product economically around the world with other organizations. So basically, we started doing some studying, and part of the problem is that today, to access a port, almost all of North Central West Virginia will go up to Baltimore. And of course, the problem with that is it's a congested port, and these people have to fumigate these wood products before they ship. And once they're fumigated, they have a finite amount of time to get them on board to ship and out of here, or else they have to go get back online and do it again, which is a very expensive proposition. And that was happening and continues to happen all too frequently. So that's when we started looking at the completion of Corridor H and found that literally where it ties in with I-81 in Virginia, there's an inland port there, which will allow those containers to go directly to Norfolk and be loaded on ships and be able to export to 125 ports around the world.
It's so important that we be able to efficiently, cheaply, quickly move Appalachian goods from our communities to the ports on the East Coast, because that's where the Panama Canal expansion, where those ships are going to come into port. And by our ability to get our goods there, we can compete globally. Corridor H is one piece, one element of the 80-agent system that needs to be completed so that West Virginia is in a better position to compete.
We need to get the middle part finished, because that's going to be huge, not just to the counties that the road goes through. It's going to connect to I-79 up to Clarksburg, across 50. We have industries which have located here, which allows them access to I-79 as well as to eastern West Virginia. Goods and products that need to move to an inland port that are going to ship by isotainers are going to have a tremendous opportunity to go right through here.
I'm Jim Strader. My wife and I own Buccaneer Enterprises. We've been in business right here in Buckhannon, West Virginia since 1983. For over-the-road drivers, time is money for them. This Corridor H being finished is going to probably mean that they could spend an extra hour of the evening before they left to take their trip with their family. With my whole fleet of say 35 road tractors, if they use this route every day and save 10 gallons of fuel just on the loaded trip, would translate to $10,000, $12,000 a week savings on this diesel fuel.
Corridor H, pure and simple, is about jobs and commercial opportunities. It's been 40 years in the making. It's about time to get this road done.
I have always said that when Corridor H is completed, that it will literally change West Virginia in all kinds of ways, all for the better. There's no job creator like a transportation system that goes right through the mountains from I-66. It also opens up the most beautiful part of the state and some of our most beautiful parks.
When commerce flows, whether we're exporting or importing into the state, we're bringing in younger people, we're bringing in more jobs, we're bringing in more opportunities, and we're giving West Virginians the opportunity to live and work in an area that they love. And I think that's one of the best things about Corridor H.
But I don't know what better highway we would have than Corridor H that would truly take care of the welfare and well-being of the citizens of our great country and our state. So it should be a very high priority, not just for West Virginia, but for the federal government. And that's what we're hoping for.